Very good question. See, HBO is not just a concept, it is the decision engine behind valuation. At its core, HBO means what is the most probable use of a property that gives the highest value while satisfying four strict conditions. These four conditions are not optional, they are filters. Every property must pass all four.
So these are like checkpoints.
Exactly. Let us go one by one. This is the first gate. If law does not allow, nothing else matters. Zoning regulations decide whether land is residential, commercial, industrial. Building codes define height, FSI, FAR, setbacks. Environmental restrictions, CRZ, forest laws, pollution norms. Heritage restrictions, cannot demolish protected structures. Even probable future rezoning must be considered.
So even future legal possibilities part of valuation.
Yes, a skilled valuer anticipates, not just observes. Correct. Even if legally allowed, the land must support it physically. Size and shape, can it accommodate proposed use? Topography, flat, sloping, flood-prone, soil condition, bearing capacity, access, road frontage, connectivity, utilities, water, electricity, drainage, existing structure capacity. If a 50-story building is legally allowed, but soil cannot support it, it fails. This sounds like profitability. Yes, but deeper. Detailed financial modeling is required. Compare costs versus revenue, development cost, operating cost, financing cost. Evaluate expected sales or rental income. Must generate positive return. This is a critical complex test. Many uses pass legal and physical, but fail financially. This is the final decision? Yes, among all feasible options, select the one giving highest value. Compare all feasible uses, identify highest return to land, maximize residual land value, achieve full economic potential. This is where valuation becomes strategic, not mechanical. Now, this branch says vacant versus improved. What does that mean? Very important concept. Focus on redevelopment potential. Use residual method. Value equals GDV minus development cost minus profit.
So, land value is derived backward.
Exactly, and HBO determines which development gives highest residual. Here, we have two scenarios. 1. HBO as if vacant, assume demolition, evaluate fresh development. 2. HBO as if currently improved, continue existing use, renovate or adapt reuse. So, we compare both? Yes, whichever gives highest value becomes HPU. Absolutely, HPU is not static. Future policy shifts can unlock value, agricultural to residential conversion. New highways, metro, airports, sudden increase in demand and value. Growth or recession, change in disposable income, industry movement. New construction techniques, modular buildings, smart infrastructure. So, valuation is forward-looking? Always. A valuer must think like a strategist. This is my favorite part. Real examples. Old factory land, earlier HPU was industrial. Now demand shifted. New HPU is residential plus commercial high-rise. Here, value increases drastically due to change in HPU. Cannot demolish due to legal restriction. Adaptive reuse becomes HPU. Example, convert into boutique hotel. So, legal constraint changes the best use? Yes, HPU is always context-driven. So, if I summarize, HPU is not just about what is there. It is about what is allowed, what is possible, what is profitable, what gives maximum value, and also what can become possible in future. Perfect. That is the essence. HPO is the foundation of market value. Without HPO analysis, valuation is incomplete and sometimes misleading. A true valuer does not just measure property, he identifies its full economic potential.